The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. This is Leonard Fournette, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. The play clock's running down. Now Doug Marrone, with the play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go now. Slow. Watch the pass. Ace. Here we go. Green, 39. Green. Left.
Bortles to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Z. Ace. Here we go now. Blue, 45. Black, 58, rail. Black, 58, rail. Left.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Caught. This is Ivory. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Bortles. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Raiders with the... Ball now in excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there at 22. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, just depending on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, it's Carr. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Miles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Not something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Fournette, and he is knocked down from the side, right near the 27. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Navarro Bowman coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this 1st quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They do go for it. It's Bortles. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Now Carr. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Cordero Patterson from 17 yards out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Bortles now on first down. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Justin Ellis with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On second down, here's Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 33. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Shotgun now for Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, hey, in the spirit of the holidays, let's have some fun. You sent out something on social media last week I thought was great. You asked if Santa Claus was in the NFL, what position would he be playing?
Well, we got some great responses, too, on that one.
What was the theme?
A lot of people looked at him as a defender. Zero technique, which would be a nose guard, right, because of his bulk. Some people thought he'd be a great 3 technique. Somebody said, well, his footwork would be terrific. Santa's quicker than you think. And then some people had him on offense. But there were a few skeptics out there as well said, well, he can't really play. He gets carried around all the time by Rudolph and the rest of the crew. And I mean, you just name it. They had it, but it was a whole lot of fun to hear the responses on Santa. And some people even took it.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Carr to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Blair Brown with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On fourth down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's got some space here. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. And Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
In the red zone this time. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Here we go now. Green 39. So. Here we go now. Green 39. Green. Z.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. the gun on third down. Bortles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch, and he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Quick hitch, complete. It's Patterson, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Carr going to try and throw on third down. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Carr finding Patterson there for a Raider first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Carr going to throw. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He's got his man on the crossing route. 23 yards on the play.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On first down, Carr dancing to his left. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got room. Space to run past the 20. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On first down, Bortles. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. But Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Bortles to throw on second down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Ace. 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 Black 58. We got
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Again, it's Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up, and then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right around the 26. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run again with Lynch. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first down is Carr. Crabtree has it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On second down, Lynch. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Back to throw, Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Well, now they'll try the end around. Twisting away. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. This is Crabtree on the end around. He spins free and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. So a lot rides now on the big left leg of Sebastian Janikowski. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. They'll look to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.